red light time.
Red light, okay, good. Just wanna make sure.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you for coming. December 9th. Roll call. Lunch is here.
Joe Bailey here.
Jim Knapp here. All right. I'm going to change the agenda a bit, but first, minutes from the Board of Selectmen meeting dated December 2nd. Where'd we go? I've read them already.
I'm going to move we accept the minutes, Board of Selectmen's meeting December 2nd, 2018.
I'll second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, opposed? All right. Okay, where is Sean Rich?
I'm not ready yet for that, he's coming through from the fog, so
Is
just
that-
taking it easy.
I'm sorry, I didn't
He
hear.
should be here in just a couple minutes.
Okay, all right. Then let's start off with some old business. Debbie Luton Glidden, abatement. Evening.
Hello. I'm a little nervous, I don't know what to do.
Oh, don't be, you're amongst
I'm
good
very-
friends
A lot of
here.
people.
Well, basically what I'm here for is to represent my father, David Gordon, who's 83. I do have a statement that I wrote, and I can give you that statement too if you want to follow along. Would
You have
like it?
copies? Sure.
I do. Or three, right? Okay. So I'm just gonna read it because I'm nervous.
Sure.
Okay. So the reason I'm coming before you this evening is to discuss the possibility to come to some acceptable solution for the elderly tax exempt. The prior was denied last year and the future status is living it. My father has owned property in this town for 50 years. My mother was a native of this town, and lived here for 75 years until her death. My maiden name is Tufts, and I'm sure you've heard that name once or twice. My grandfather was both a selectman and on the police department, and he was native of this town, and he was also native of this town. Even though these facts are probably considered immaterial to you, they're very important to me. Last year, I started the application process in March of 2018. I provided all the pertinent information in March, and I originally worked with Gwen. I have all the documentation back and forth from her, including emails that state, oh, I forgot, I didn't send you the right paperwork, and I'm only human. And then I found that my father's cover sheet to his application was attached to another person's application. So after this lengthy and frustrating process, my father was denied. And I, at this time, did an abatement with your company, Avatar, Jonathan, and he was over back then, last year, around $500. The current details the impact statement. He has a mortgage, which he's been paying $475 on, because your tax rate rose significantly. When the first part of the bill went to his mortgage company, they increased his payments to $800 a month from $475. And this will only get worse because now they're going to be doing the second half of the tax bill. At the time when this was evaluated with his mortgage company, and after it's evaluated for the second half, his payment could be as high as $1,000 a month. At the time he obtained the mortgage, my mother was actively dying, and a new furnace had to be installed, and just a few other things to make her comfortable. At the age of 83, and someone that has never defaulted or even had a delinquent payment on anything is now forced to the crisis of not being able to pay his mortgage. My parents were always very frugal, and my father remains to be frugal. I understand that your policy and rules come from the DRA. I have contacted them for better understanding of this process. After contacting a representative from Governor Snood's office and discussing the impact that this has on my father, and they are working with me on that. According to research, your gross income guideline is around $21,000, when all surrounding towns around you, that have, you know, some stores and restaurants and things like that are $35,000. I understand that process, I understand that I could do a warrant article, but to be honest with you, I don't think my father would live out the process. I think it would probably be a waste of my time. So, I guess, you know, when I'm saying that you take the gross income, you don't even count the Medicare B and D, which have drastically increased in 2020. But for my entire life, I've worked in financial institution. New Hampshire, Medicaid, financial assistance through the hospital, and fuel assistance, all take into consideration that you have expenses, and those expenses you can't help. Please see supporting income and expense spreadsheet, and after this, just as it stands right now, he would have $309 left, and that's not buying clothes or anything. And like I said, this could get worse. My closing statement. Please see the supporting income and expense spreadsheet, indicating that he would have $309.17 left. This is only going to get worse when his mortgage gets to the final tax bill. His monthly mortgage again could raise to $1,000. At 83 years old, a person that has worked all of his life, paid his taxes, never defaulted, or had an interest payment, now could face to lose his home is sinful. I'm not asking for help in the future. Once my father is dead and buried, you will get your full taxes, but I'm begging you to be compassionate and helpful to the current issue at hand. The potential of losing your home at 83 years old is awful. And I have attached a complete breakdown, and I do have proof of all of this. As you can see, his income, his deductions, and what could possibly happen with the mortgage. I also have completed the new application, which I can give to Sarah. At the time when I received the application certified mail, I went back to 2018 and found that there were a few other forms that I didn't get in that. So when I had come up to meet the other day, I picked up something like the 45060, which means he doesn't file income tax. So I think I called Friday because anything that I have highlighted in yellow I had questions on. So this is a complete application signed by my father. There's a release in there for me to be able to represent him. And I would like to turn that in this evening and see what maybe we can do. I'm kind of like at the mercy of all of you at this point in time.
Thank you. Well presented. At the time that we went through this process before, I believe the possibility of going before the DTL at Bureau of Tax and Land Abatement Assessment was presented.
Was that your avatar or was that the abatement? Okay, yeah, I did an abatement last year.
Okay. That abatement went through Avatar. They denied it, and then it came before the selectmen and we denied it. What happened after that? Did you go before the Bureau in Concord?
No, because as it stood, I had asked several times if I could attend the selectmen's meeting and told no last year. I had said, do you want me to go to a selectmen's meeting? Tell me when the selectmen's meeting was, and I was denied. They said, no, we'll have Jonathan there, and Jonathan can represent you. So that's where it ended. It took me from March until December to get through this process, and I asked several times about going to a selectmen's meeting and coming to you. So it was dropped. I mean, you know, and last year was bad. This year is a crisis because of that. So I'm asking for your compassion, I'm asking for your guidance, I'm asking for whatever you can do for my father.
If there's another package and you're willing to look at it, but the next step after the selectmen deny it is to go before the BTLA in Concord. Okay? If you choose not to do that step, the other course is the Superior Court. Okay? Are you able to help her with the applying before the BTLA?
So if she was to go before the BTLA, she would have had to have filed that before September 1st. So the BTLA is not,
Not a choice of
no.
law.
She could apply for another abatement for 2019, or she could also apply for an elderly tax deferral. But with an elderly tax deferral, if he has a mortgage on his property, he has to get approval through the mortgage company because the town will put a lien on the home, and he wouldn't pay taxes for the rest of the family they're owning the home. And it does accrue a 5% interest on it every year.
So as far as that deferral, because I've been researching that also, he does have a mortgage. He has not, a drastic amount left to pay. It is through the USDA, so I don't know. So I guess I'm asking you, would I contact them?
You would have, yes. You'd have, well, whoever his mortgage is through, you'd have to get their approval
Okay.
to the deferral, but that doesn't mean that the deferral is approved through the town, once you get that approval.
So if that's approved, then through the mortgage company, then do I come back to you?
Yes.
And so that would mean that he would put a lien on his property, which, I talked to my dad about this, and he said, it really doesn't affect you, because you won't be here to see it.
So,
It would crush him to do this, but you know what? It would affect me or whoever owns the property. And I really don't care, because all I want my father to do is live out his life, the rest of the life that he has, because he's critically ill, with dignity. So I'm begging you to please help me with this process.
what days are you here?
I'm generally here Monday and Tuesday, 8:30 to 4:30, and I'm here every day this week. No!
Are you available to come in during the day to work with her to get this other paperwork going?
Yes, I just have to take my father tomorrow morning for surgery, and then next week for another surgery, but I can do something later in the week.
Her office is upstairs, but you can meet right here, so you don't have to go upstairs. Check with either Kathleen or,
She's on medical.
okay. Ask one of them to get her to come down. And then to work over here.
So I don't mind jumping through hoops, I don't, I'll do anything I have to do. But is there anything that, as the board of selectmen, that you can do? And you,
I want to hear more about this other application possibilities. Okay? Agree? I certainly commend your determination on behalf of your father. It's certainly commendable. He certainly has much to be proud of with you.
so could I leave this with you?
Yes.
And the highlighted maybe peaches.
No,
So that's the abatement I did, because I got that the other day too, so I think it's the application and then the abatement paperwork, but, and I don't know if you have my phone number, but if you need something, I will get
I
it to
believe
you.
I have it upstairs, but I don't have it.
is that the only copy?
Oh,
If it is, we
that's
gotta
the
make a
only-
copy so that you leave here, you have a copy as well.
Yep.
Okay, we got one.
Yeah, I've got a copy of everything, like I said, I had a copy of everything that happened last year also. But I was denied coming here.
In terms of coming, the selectmen's meetings are open to anyone. Our meetings are first, second, and fourth Monday of each month. looking around, there's some familiar faces that come a lot, you know. Welcome to come at any time. My apologies if you were led to believe that you could not attend. Certainly are eligible to. Okay?
I don't need to be so emotionally attached, but
Nothing wrong with that. Doing just fine.
thank you for
Thank
hearing.
you.
Can I touch something on that, John?
Sure.
So when she said the warrant article, but I really think we should look into that, maybe doing a warrant article, upping the minimum of 21,000 single, only because most towns around us are about 31,000,
It would not help her case,
but
but
future cases.
bigger picture, it would.
So I know you probably don't have the time to do that, maybe you
Well,
can work on
I
that.
he wasn't at the time, it's my father,
But it is not the selectmen that set
I know
the
that guidelines,
guidelines, it's the voters at the town meeting.
yes.
Yes, I can put in a warrant article, and if it's approved, then it will change to another, not 21,000, but whatever the townspeople approve. It will not be retroactive, so I'm not sure it would help here, but it would help going forward from March of next year. All right?
Because I'm assuming that everyone that was probably denied this tax relief have all been probably natives of this town and are probably in the age category, but maybe not.
Yes and no.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel bad for everybody, but I'm not responsible for everybody, I'm just responsible for my dad.
Some have gone to the BTLA in Concord.
Okay, but I had no clue, and I missed that, and the reason that I waited so long is because, you know, he wants to pay his bills, and we just now got that, bill for $700 and something. It crushed him. He just got out of the hospital and it wasn't a good scene, so, but now I guess I've lost on that too. Help me.
So we can come up.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. You're welcome to stay, but you're also
Well,
welcome to,
that's, I think I'll go cry in my car.
don't do that.
Thank you,
Glad to have you here.
thank you. Thank you.
Chief Cooper, are we ready or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, come on in and take some seats up front. Little business to tend to first, and then we'll go from there. Okay. For everyone else, we are in the process of first hiring a part-time police officer. If that goes according to plan, then we'll be looking to have him sworn in tonight. As most of you know, we are short one full-time police officer. Chief Cooper is doing his best to try to have police coverage through part-time people, and this is one possibility right here. Would you like to briefly introduce him?
Sure, this is Sean Leach. He's been a police officer for several years with the Farmington Police Department. Comes highly recommended, highly skilled officer. Great personality. I think he'd be a great fit for the town and the police department. Very community police oriented and well received wherever he goes.
As selectman, I'll certainly point out that there's a big difference between hiring a qualified police officer versus sending one through the academy. Okay? So we're indeed fortunate to have someone willing to come work with us. All right. Thoughts, comments?
I'm gonna back Chief Cooper.
Okay? Same here. Not that you folks have the vote, but any thoughts, comments? Willing to listen to whatever you might have to say. All right, now I'm ready for a vote. Oops, I'm sorry.
Well, let's hear from the applicant. Have him stand up and introduce himself. Bill.
Oh, there you go, you're on the spot.
He's already been
You're
introduced.
in.
We didn't even know if he could speak.
You'll find out.
We'll find
She
out.
drives a red Subaru.
Could be all bad. Could be all bad.
Sure.
Yeah, you want her ready? Chris, or no? Alright, yes, I'm looking for a motion.
I move that we accept the recommendation of Chief Cooper. I'll second.
Alright, all in favor?
Aye.
Alright, ordinarily, we'd schedule a point in the future to have Officer Reach come in and get sworn in. The future is right now. Brian, please. Alright. Are any other family members that are here that want to be up with these? Okay, alright. Alright, Sean, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, then state your name.
I, Sean Leach,
Do solemnly and sincerely swear
do solemnly and sincerely swear
and affirm
and affirm
that I will bear faith and true allegiance
that I will bear faith and true allegiance
to the United States of America
to the United States of America
and the state of New Hampshire,
and the state of New Hampshire,
and will support the Constitution thereof.
and will support the Constitution thereof,
So help me God.
so help me God.
You're half done. Here's the other half. I state your name.
I, Sean Leach,
Do solemnly and sincerely swear
do solemnly and sincerely swear
and affirm
and affirm
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform all the duties
discharge and perform all the duties
incumbent upon me as part-time police officer,
incumbent upon me as a part-time police officer,
according to the best of my abilities,
according to the best of my abilities,
agreeably to the rules and regulations of this Constitution
agreeably to the rules and regulations of this Constitution
and the laws of the state of New Hampshire.
and the laws of the state of New Hampshire,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. All right.
Thank you.
It's official now.
Yeah. Start right away? You hope? Very nice. Thank you.
Usually Joanne.
Say what?
Picture.
Oh, Catherine?
I already got him.
And
Oh,
I did.
I already got him. A lot of pictures, sorry.
Do one more.
Oh, the pinning, okay.
No, you gotta come this way.
No.
Kathleen that way.
This isn't closed.
You guys, they're arguing, yeah, I can just pass the back there.
Come back closer. There you go.
Perfect.
Now your name goes on the sign at the school too, so.
All right, do you want to
Or
sign
does
the
it?
paperwork?
Or does
You want
it?
to sign And, you sign, date it, and I sign. Yep. Chief Cooper is a little embarrassed to say this, but I'll help out. When a new person is hired, chief is more than willing to give up his car for 1 year. Did I get that right?
Reprint that, yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
You gotta sign your name, right? Yeah, that's probably what you're signing.
Yeah, right.
Just sign here.
It's a little yes down.
We might
get a magnifying glass.
Always read the fine print.
Definitely, who gets this?
I'll take it.
You still back on there. Okay? All right? That's good. Thank you, son. Welcome aboard.
Yeah, so you sign yours or send to, John, you sign that.
Alright.
Three on the bottom.
Thank you.
Really giving up your cards.
Sarah, tomorrow, I'm here in the morning. I'll be glad to help you with whatever way I can to expedite that question. Okay, I now have two choices. I'm looking for a show of hands. Second meeting of each month is department heads. I see there's some other new business. Are the people here for new business that would like to have their comments, and then they can do department heads?
John, he's on old business, Chief Bill Lawrence.
Oh, okay.
Under Debbie.
We're still on that. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Chief.
Right there. Sorry about, I do not have a report, monthly report. We had a medical call earlier today, so I wasn't able to get up there and like I normally do. But I would like to, for those who don't know, we have switched the ambulance from where it was in the station over to its new addition. So now we actually have, we actually have one vehicle per door. It's amazing. But I'd like to thank Tim Knapp and Ken Anderson for all the hard work, and thank you to the Board of Selectmen for that.
A lot of people involved in that.
There was a lot of pieces to that puzzle.
Thank you.
But it looks fantastic, and anybody that hasn't seen it, I encourage you to stop by, check it out, it's great. On that note, I would like to start by saying how proud I am of being the fire chief from Middleton Fire and Rescue and having the honor of representing this town and our members. But the time has come to resign as the fire chief, and as discussed with the other officers, I shall assume the rank of captain and will continue to serve the town that I love so much. I feel it is in the best interest of the department due to the culmination of recent events and conclusion of an investigation that undermined my authority and the selectmen knew about 7 months before informing me. The cost was at least $4,000 and took another 6 months and was handled inappropriately, and now nothing was found. The lack of communication from the board over critical operations such as installing a security system which forced us to go days without access to our own station and equipment. Not being notified of that fuel fobs have been taken from our vehicles without notice that would have forced us to call in other departments for simple things such as fuel. Employee evaluations that disappeared after being turned in, going at least 4 weeks without heat after being addressed. It is in my opinion that the department is suffering from what could be viewed as personal attacks and is detrimental to the department. Therefore, I feel the need to resign as fire chief and assume the role as captain effective 12/30/2019. I will forever be grateful for the support that I have received from the surrounding towns, the townspeople, and our dedicated members. Feel free to reach out for more information. Respectfully submitted, Fire Chief Bill Lawrence.
So thank you, Bill, for your effort, and all I can say is thank you.
All right. Since we started the departments, wanna keep going? All right. Town clerk, tax, she's left, she's not here. Police,
John,
Well, I do have,
Say one thing.
yeah,
I do have time.
I just wanna say one thing, okay? I'm Janet Hoskins, and Bill Lawrence, you called me on October 25th. You called John Hoskins at Dartmouth Hitchcock, he was undergoing an operation. Okay, we were awaiting going in, and you told me about the heat situation. And I discussed it before he went, into surgery that day, okay? And you said you were without heat, and I said, well, that's pretty serious, because you need to have heat for your vehicles, and especially for your medicines, I understand all that. So you said, well, if I don't get heat by November 5th, okay, because I wrote all of this down, okay, because I'm not the mechanical person, you called Dead River, okay? And then when John got out of surgery, he said, oh yeah, that's a good idea, okay? So I just want to say, what didn't totally go unaddressed, you might not have gotten the answer you'd like at that particular time on October 25th about 7:30 in the morning, but that's about the best I could do given the situation.
Absolutely.
So I just want to apologize if there's any, misconstruing on our part.
Not at all.
I also want to thank you very, very much for your dedication and your service in building up, the younger guys in town. I think that that's, been good for the town. It's been good for us. I didn't come tonight expecting to hear this, so, I could give you some other,
things, but I just wanna say that, you know, when someone undergoes an investigation, okay, I'm gonna sound like Rudy Giuliani, but when someone undergoes an investigation, you know, you have to have impartial, you know, an impartial hearing and process, you know, and during that time, 7 months, 2 years, and 27 days, it can seem like it's forever, but that's why we have this due process in place.
Yep.
And so, you know, when that impartial hearing is rendered, you know, you have to, you know, you have to live with it if it's truly impartial.
Jim,
So-
and I'll be more than happy to sit down with you someday and we can talk about it. I'd love
So, you don't usually see me here for this, and I didn't expect this, but I just wanted to say thank you very much,
Very welcome,
and,
thank
you know, I'm sorry that you're stepping down.
Thank you. Police report, please.
Okay, so
Thank you,
that's,
Mr. Gill. Go ahead, please.
that's for the month of November 2019. We investigated 41 incidents. Had 3 arrests for the month, 1 for transporting alcohol by a minor, operating after suspension of license, and a bench warrant. That those were the 3 arrests for the month. We had 67 motor vehicle stops that resulted in warnings, and we had 7 motor vehicle stops that resulted in summonses, 4 for speed and 3 for uninspected vehicles. We handled 5 motor vehicle crashes, and that's about the stats for the month. Pretty active.
Wow.
Nothing ever happens.
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't get throughout the whole town every day, but I go through the school zone a lot, and I see you folks there morning and afternoon on that. Thank you. I think it's made a difference.
Trying to keep it slow down there for the school.
I would go through it, say 30 miles an hour, and people would be right on my bumper, but not now. I'm going 30, they're back doing 30 like they're supposed to unless the lights are on, then it's 20.
Yeah,
Thank you for your efforts.
thanks.
All right. I think nothing on conservation. All right. Code enforcement, John.
Yeah, I have 2 things. The final on the acceptance of the cell tower was done today through the engineers, and all the reports came in, and everything has passed as far as it being physically ready to go. It is not operating yet, that's not my department, but it is, the building permit has been accepted and approved as completed.
Either of you know any idea when? Not that we're anxious, but
You're into a whole different realm, you've got engineers involved now, the guys with the laptops are gonna come on board.
okay.
You really can't push them.
So it probably won't be this year. Could be-
I heard it's gonna be like the first of the year, but that's just,
Okay.
Okay, this, the second item is, it has to do with the highway department also. I was called out by the